Jungle Book. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean, what more could you expect since everybody from around the world knows the exact same story which they have grown up with since 1967? Well, there are a few things. The setting for the jungle is one of the most beautiful environments that I have ever seen on the big screen so far. The environment here looks so seamless, you actually believe that you're in it. Incredible. And for the animals, oh man, the animators at Disney have really outdone themselves this time. The CGI just looks so incredible on them, I couldn't even tell whether it was fake or not. And this new up-and-coming child actor, Neil Sethi, plays Mowgli, and he does a pretty good job with it. There are a few times when he can be a little obnoxious, but you know what? Jon Favreau really directs him and makes us believe that the kid is actually there in this environment. And the casting for this movie cannot be more perfect than what they turn out here. The great Bill Murray plays Baloo, and man, he couldn't be more perfect for this role. The Black Panther Bagheera, played by Ben Kingsley, is actually not that bad here too. And Christopher Walken as King Louie, or as I like to call him, King Kong of the Jungle Book because of his enormous size, was not that bad here too. And the lovely Scarlett Johansson as Kaa, the giant snake. But it's kind of a bummer that she's not in it for very long. There are a lot of great things going for this movie. There's a lot of potential to be held, but sadly, this was kind of a letdown. Don't know if this makes sense or not, but I'm afraid this is another one of those movies that suffers from visualitis. Meaning that the images are so enchanting to the point where they suddenly feel like they forgot to tell a good story. And I really admire Jon Favreau for trying here. But couldn't him and the writers decide whether they wanted to make this a lighthearted family adventure or a dark, creepy type of setting? And I wanted to enjoy Christopher Walken as King Louie. I mean, he looked like he was having a great time playing that role. Unfortunately, when it came to the song, I Want to Be Like You, it tried to be lighthearted but spooky at the same time, and I felt like that just didn't work for it. King Louie's musical solo just sounded hollow, and I felt like that they needed the extra monkeys to back him up in order to make it spicy and whatnot. Another wonderful opportunity here wasted. The wolf pack who takes care of Mowgli in this movie actually seems pretty strong when they're together, but when certain opportunities come, they're wasted too. I mean, when they come together, they're expected to take down their enemy, but when that comes, they don't actually quite do much. Oops, spoiler alert. But it usually comes down to the villain, Shao Kahn, played by Idris Elba. How was he? Well, he actually wasn't bad. He was actually very intimidating as the villain. You didn't want to cross this tiger's path, and I like that the animators made his left eye blind in order to make him look threatening. That was cool. But after all was said and done, I felt like they could have done much more with this story than what they turned out. It's one major problem why the classic Disney animated films are being converted into live action these days. Sometimes you just can't recapture the magic that those films that were originally made back in those times. Just another film in the Disney canon where the bad things outweigh the good things, so I am giving the new Jungle Book a 5 out of 10. Did I forget to mention that there was already a live action version of this made back in 1994? Yeah, not many people remembers this either. Just do yourself a huge favor and stick to the original animated classic. So, do you think this version of the Jungle Book deserves all the praise which it received recently or not? Let me know down in the comment section below. And as always, thank you all so very much for watching. I'll catch you all on the flip side.